So we all come together, and now we're this massive, close, big group of like family. But I think what the SPSA does, they're crazy.
Hi guys, welcome to our first Regroup podcast for semester 2. Regroup's just a chance for us as a community to kind of come together and see what's happening around campus, well, virtually of course. And this semester we'll be trying to release them fortnightly and interviewing different clubs and communities from all over the Melbourne campus. I'm also joined by Father Michael. Hi Father, how are you going?
Good, how are you, Jake? And all of you who are watching this?
Yeah, really well, thanks. It's
Good.
settling into working from home again, which is always fun.
Yeah, it's not the same, but again, we try our best to communicate with you.
Absolutely. And I heard you just moved parishes, Father, as well. You're in a new location now.
That's right. Now I'm in Northern region and St. Oliver's, Plunkett, Pascoe Vale. So if you're around, you can't really come and visit me, isn't it? We are connected in spirit.
Absolutely. So in a few minutes, we'll dive into our first interview. But just before that, a little bit about what's happening around campus ministry. We have 3 different connect groups or discussion groups to get involved in. On Tuesday at 2 p.m, we have a Connect You group, which is a great opportunity for you to just catch up and check in with other students around the Melbourne campus. On Wednesday at 3 p.m, we're looking at some of the key saints and doctors of the church. So if you're looking at some of church history, or maybe you're doing a course around theology, check that one out. There's heaps of interesting facts to find out. And on Friday at 2 p.m, we're having an Adulting 101, looking at some of the keys to being a successful adult. We also have prayer opportunities for 20 minutes at 3 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays. So if you're looking for that spiritual fix, make sure to tune in then.
So, and then also next week, we have started up our Father's Kitchen Room, where I am learning your recipes. So if you want to teach me and other students how to create your signature dish, let us know, and we would love to see you there.
Awesome. Now let's go live to our interview. Hi guys, so today we're joined by Kristin from the Student Association. How are you, Kristin?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Really well, thanks. Kristin, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Right. So as Jake mentioned, I am the president of the St. Patrick's Student Association for 2020. We're kind of like the main peak student body on campus. I am currently in my 2nd year at university, although I did start in 2018. So I have been here for 3 years, changed my degree a few times. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, that's the rough gist of things.
Fantastic.
Well, that's great. So you said you've changed a few subjects before, but now you're studying as a second year university. What major are you studying at the moment?
So my major is media, as in a Bachelor of Arts, and then minor is communications and business. Something a little bit different, but loving it.
So have you always wanted to study that, or because of your journey or the previous experience you found eventually that's your major and minor area you wanted to study?
Yeah, I think you're right. It definitely took a little bit of a journey. So I actually came to ACU, first of all, to study a double degree of exercise science and public health, which is very different to what I'm doing now. I kind of got into it, kind of liked it because it was a massive cohort kind of environment, but I just found that I wasn't liking the subjects. I would always come home, I didn't want to do my uni work. So at the end of my first year, I kind of just sat myself down and said, you know, what I actually really like doing. And one of the things that came up was media. I'd always liked editing things. I'd done it a lot in high school. So I was just kind of like, you know what, give it a shot. And now I'm somewhere that I love, and I actually like going to uni. I like editing. So I actually like my assignments. So it was a good turn it was a good positive turn. So yeah.
Oh, very good. Wow.
Fantastic. So you mentioned as well that you were part of the St. Patrick's Student Association as the president. What kind of got you interested in that kind of area?
So actually, when I came to university, I knew no one. I'd known like a few people here and there, but I wasn't close. And I had one friend, and she said, "Hey, I found about this cool orientation day activity. Do you want to come along?" And it was called the SPSA Day. So we kind of went, we got sorted into teams, did a mini scavenger hunt around uni, did a trivia night. And the guy who was the leader of my team, whose also name was Jake at the time, said, "Hey, I think you'd be really cool if you joined the Student Association." So decided to join up, sign up, got accepted in my first semester of uni. And then I just loved it. I loved what we were doing. It was really fun to kind of get student engagement in a different way. You know, we were running barbecues, we were running trivia nights, and I just fell in love with it. I felt like I was really helping, you know, the students, giving them, you know, a good different side to uni, and loved it. So at the end of my first year, decided to go for vice president, so I was vice president last year, and now I'm president this year. So it's kind of been a good journey along the way.
Wow.
Good. Well, I've been working with Kristin as well, and the previous presidents at SPSA, and I can tell you, you're the best the president for two.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm sure you have a lot of roles to play as a president, but could you share what's your role as a president of the SPSA, and also what you're looking at this crisis at the moment?
I think for the moment, and the biggest thing that I found with this crisis is kind of be the glue for the student community. We're getting a lot of notices from, you know, the higher people at the university, different faculties, different deans, vice chancellors, all these people with important titles. But sometimes students just want a student and someone who is exactly like them to kind of say, you know, things are going to be okay. We're here to support you. We're here, you know, just in case you need, if you ever want to talk to us. And I think that's why, you know, we're running online events, because whilst we can't be on campus, you know, hand out free food like we usually do, we can kind of be that social interaction for students if they're not feeling it. And I think this is a time where people really need support. You know, mental health, you know, is suffering at the moment, and people are missing that social interaction. And people come to uni to make friends, you know, be on the campus, have that uni experience. And it's hard, particularly for first years who've, you know, come into university really excited with all these expectations, and unfortunately they're not getting it. So I think at the moment, as a president, it's been the glue for the committee, and as a whole, the committee is the glue for the students. So I think it's just being that good support system at the moment, and that's what I love about it.
It's awesome. Such important.
Hell, you're the good leader so far. Fantastic. Well done.
We're
all trying.
We're all trying.
So, Kristin, how would you describe SPSA within a sentence or a phrase?
I don't know. It's a good question. I've always described the committee as the island of misfit toys, because we're all very different people who have all come together for very different reasons. Whether it's, a lot of us don't have friends on the, when you come from high school. So we all come together, and now we're this massive, close, big group of family. But I think what the SPSA does, are crazy. We just want to do as much as possible to get out there, help students, change student life, and yeah.
All those first years, or anyone who's looking to get involved with the Student Association, what are some things that you guys are doing at the moment? Or even if people want to join in the coming months to be part of the committee, how do they go about that as well?
So we do intakes for our committee 3 times a year. So we do orientation, semester 1 and semester 2. So we've just finalised our committee for semester 2. So we've got about 30 students on board to be part of our team. So I would just say, keep following the Student Association, whether that's on Facebook, on Instagram, on New AC Life platform. And when those applications do come around, just put in your application. You don't have to have any experience at all about leading a team, or, you don't have to be the most confident person in the world. We're looking for people with different experience, and sometimes the shyest people have the best interaction because they know how to interact with, those kinds of people. But so for the moment, we've closed our committee applications, but in terms of, getting involved with the Student Association, we're trying to run events as often as possible, just to, like I said, keep up that social interaction with students, particularly in this crisis environment. So whether that's hosting a Kahoot, doing an Instagram live, some, different kinds of events, a Netflix party even, just to kind of, just be there. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, fantastic. It sounds like you guys have plenty going on. So make sure you check out the Facebook page. What's the name of the Facebook page again, Kristin?
I believe it's just the St. Patrick's Student Association Melbourne, I think, maybe.
Fantastic. Nice and simple. So make sure you check that out, guys. Thank you so much, Kristin, for joining us for our first collaborative regroup session. It's been awesome to have a quick chat with you to see what's happening in your neck of the woods. And hopefully we can have you on again and have a few more conversations. So thank you so much.
Anytime, be keen.